Greetings, y'all. It's Mr. Ballard. I'm back and I have great news. We now have access to the materials that we need to really roll with band at this point. I am still fully exploring SmartMusic as best I can so that I can really make assignments and things work fully for you guys. In the meantime, I'd like you to know how to get onto it and how to access some things to start exploring and practicing on your own. 7th and 8th grade, do notice that you have on your Canvas pages concert B-flat exercises as well as pep tunes music. So go ahead and start checking those out. I'll be posting more exercises and materials for you guys as we go. But I would like you to spend the bulk of your time exploring on SmartMusic. So here we go. Over here we have, for example, 6th grade band. These all look pretty much the same. 6th grade has a couple extra lines of things about picking an instrument. A video yesterday to catch you up. Click on SmartMusic down here at the bottom of your page. You should all have it. This is where I'll post any tips and videos about SmartMusic to introduce you to features of SmartMusic. But that's where this video is going to go right there. Do click on SmartMusic Login. Hopefully you responded to the invitation that went to your student email. The first time you log in and you've accepted that invitation, it will prompt you to create an account. Please do that and save your password. You can even use your email for the login username email section. That's fine. If you did not receive an invitation to your school student email address, please email me and I can pop that in manually as soon as I see that you need it. So we're going to click on SmartMusic on the left, the gray box. I created a fake student here so that I can actually access things from your side because the administrator side looks different. And when you log in, you should have something like this. You don't have this assignment. I was just playing around. And anytime you need to get back to the home screen, if you click on the house here or SmartMusic, it's going to bring you back to the home screen. Now, the most significant thing you'll be using is method books. Pretty soon I'll assign you guys the book so that it's on your opening screen. You don't have to do this step. But you clicked on method books and you're going to type in Tradition of Excellence. If it doesn't have a number, it's book 1. That's just Tradition of Excellence. Then book 2 and book 3. If you are a 7th grader, I recommend starting off in the first book and just kind of play through a bunch of it. It's going to be easy. Towards the end, it'll refresh some of your skills. If you're an 8th grader, I would go back to maybe book 2 and refresh your skills and play through it because you have access. You don't have to pay any more to get access to these. So I'm going to click on Tradition of Excellence, I don't know, book 2. If you're a 6th grader, do keep in mind that you'll be receiving resources on how to put your instruments together because I have not been in the building. I haven't been able to make those videos for you, but putting together an instrument is a big deal. So be careful if you get an instrument. I'm going to try and link some sources today to show you until I can get down to school and make my own quick videos for you guys. I'm just going to click on this one, open it. It tells me to select an instrument. This can be changed later. It's not a big deal. I'm going to pick clarinet anyways. Now what's nice is once you open a method book and you have that list of options of things to look at, you can change it from here. So I can go here and go, no, I want to look at split decision. And it'll just load split decision for you. I can change the instrument. Like, oh, I accidentally clicked on clarinet. Well, there's flute. So it's nice because once you open up this window, this sort of window, it allows you to change everything from here, which I really do like. Let me flip it back to clarinet so everything makes sense. If you want to tune before you play, there's a little tuner option up here. I have a microphone not connected at the moment. Otherwise, I would show you that. I'll show it to you anyways. There's the tuner. It's fun. So I would make sure to set the accompaniment, which is the background, low. And your part, if you want to hear your part high, you can actually have it play your part for you. So if you don't want to hear your part, you just turn that off. I would leave it on for now and do some listening. You can make the metronome louder or softer, which is cool. You can also change the tempo of the metronome here. You can make it faster or slower. That's in beats per minute. And you can refresh it back to whatever the stock setting was. Here you can tell it how many beats to count off. This should be the sensitivity of the microphone. You can hit play and it'll play and you can play along with it. And of course you can record. We'll get to recording in a second. I just want to listen to it playing my part and the accompaniment. So you can change the accompaniment volume. I can take out my part. I can turn it down. It is really cool to have the accompaniment. I'm going to play along this time. Would have helped if I tuned beforehand. Get that going. This time I'd like to record it. We'll be recording in the future. All you have to do is hit the record button. And it'll say select assessment type, use my microphone. You guys probably don't have MIDI devices, don't worry about it. Melodic through the microphone is what you want. To prepare to record, make sure that you unplug your headphones and that you turn the volume on. What's nice is it doesn't feed back to itself, it doesn't cause issues. Let's test my microphone. And it's working. We're going to hit start, and it's just going to go into it, so be ready. Awesome. So you'll notice that it tells you if you're accurate, if you're playing the right notes. Here is what you want to see, and here is what you don't want to see. The timing is a little bit off. If you are having real trouble with that, then really turn up the metronome, turn everything else down, and it's going to help you a lot with lining up with it. You can click on assessment. Average tolerance means it's going to be okay. Lenient and easy are going to be easier settings, are going to be what you guys want to do, because as long as it's close for now, I'm happy with that. If you set it to strict, it's just going to make your day really rough. As you can see, strict is a couple things wrong. Average, you got a couple things wrong. Easy, it says, it's not so bad. Lenient, it's pretty close. Sometimes this is going to be a little off no matter what you do, so don't worry about it. If you're like, I missed some things. It's not a perfect environment, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. You can change the display. You can have it highlight the measure as you play or not. If you have a colorblind thing going on, you can do that, and it will start to adjust the display for you and use colors friendly to people who are colorblind. You can zoom in, you can go full screen. And you can adapt this to however you want to do it. But anyways, let's go back to the home screen by clicking on one of these. There are two more categories. One which is really fun is sight reading. Sight reading level 1 is great. There's tons of sight reading. I like going to sight reading level 10. It makes me think. It's like playing the exercises I would like to play because I've played for a while. So we're going to go sight reading exercises level 1. I would start here and work your way up. This is just like opening the method book. Once you open this up, it's going to let you move around within this menu in the actual application. So select instrument, B flat clarinet, open. By the way, you can play along with these exercises and method book things a million times. You don't have to record yet. We'll talk about that later. We're not there yet. So I have A1 open. I have the clarinet. The accompaniment is low. My part is high, so I can hear what it's going to sound like. My takes. I haven't recorded anything yet. Assessment, average tolerance, loop, display. I want to zoom it in a little bit. Oh, I broke it. We're going to leave it there. I like this tempo. I don't believe I have color blindness. 4-beat lead in. Here we go. So that's that one. If I wanted to, I go back to here we go. They're all just letters and numbers. I can pick, here's the last one in this first of 10 books of sight reading. Let's see what it gives us. So it's not too crazy. Book 1 is pretty chill. And you could do that if you wanted to. Let's go back to the home menu. For the last thing I want you to look at, which is exercises. And I had to do some playing around with this to really understand what's going on. So I'm going to share that with you. So I'm going to click on SmartMusic Exercises Scales. So we changed the key within the program. You might say, but there's only one scale. Well, that makes sense. We're going to adjust that. I'm going to go to major scale, quarter notes, 1 octave up. And open. Select an instrument. Pretty self-explanatory, clarinet. And open. Just like the method books, we should be able to navigate through all the different sorts of exercises in this book, instruments and all that easily. So we have the exercise we've selected. We could go to something else. We have clarinet because that's what I play. Oh, a feature I forgot to mention. If you hover over a note and you don't know the fingering, it'll show you the fingering chart fingering, which is awesome. It'll also play it for you. If you want to hear what that sounds like, and you're like, oh, mine doesn't sound like that, then you can adjust it. Now, if we want to change the key, it should be over on display, I believe. Yeah. Under display, if you want to change any exercises in that list we were at a moment ago, you can go up here and you can change the key. And it's going to be in your key, I believe. So if I pick C major, it's my key of C major, which would be concert B flat. So I'm going to do my concert B flat major scale, which is my C major. Scale sheets should also be online shortly too. So that's always going to be a lot of fun. You can up the tempo if you want. We're going to go back because there's tons of exercises. You can do arpeggios, you can do rhythms, you can do twisters. Twisters are fun. Oh, those are vocal exercises, obviously vocal meaning. Those are for the singers. I'm just going to go to triplets pattern 1. Twisters are a lot of fun though. Clarinet. And again, this is all stuff that's accessible to you guys now. I'm using a student account that I linked to our West McDowell. I'm a student at West McDowell apparently. For a lot of you, we're not going to start off in concert C major, but we'll get there. So we're going to go over to display. C major, just to get you guys started. Again, I could switch between all the things in that book. I could switch an instrument. The tempo is probably fine. I want to hear what it sounds like. So back to tracks where I have these options here. Here we go. Mr. Ballard, that's way too fast. Well, let's take it down a notch. They call it twisters for a reason. Let's go ahead and pick this up because I'm going to have fun with this. That's good enough for now. And so forth. So you have all kinds of stuff that you guys have access to for now. Eventually we'll be playing some sheet music. Pep tunes will probably come first for 7th and 8th grade, though. And I believe that's all you really need to know for today. Quick recap. Sign in. If you didn't get the invitation to join this, please email me and I'll send it to you. But do sign in. Make sure you know your login information. Method books, sight reading, and exercises are the focus for right now. And the method book you use is Tradition of Excellence. You're welcome to navigate through and find whatever you want to find. You can go to free selections. But go to the method books and just play through whatever you want to play through for now. I'd rather you guys just get comfortable with this. But Tradition of Excellence. So, get rolling on some of the smart music stuff. Check it out. I'll just turn my volume down. Anyways, I probably just got quieter. But do check this out. Enjoy it. Have a great